Hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah Mikesell with the CropScience.com, and we're at the Commodity Classic down in Orlando, Florida. Today we're here with Randy Myers. He works on broadacre fungicides for CropScience. Randy, tell us a little bit about fungicides in general. I mean, you obviously work from a broadacre standpoint, but what are some of the what's the value, I guess, of what growers get from a fungicide?
Well, the demand for fungicides globally has increased dramatically, and it continues to rise. Part of it is it's kind of a two-pronged approach. Growers are recognizing the value of the fungicides, and they're learning how to use them properly, which is a really big deal. And also, as they learn how to use them properly, then their yield increases are there. So growers are looking at it from a multiple perspective. The important thing is to recognize that fungicides in the classes we have now, it's different from what we had 10 years ago. We've got more active ingredients,
Right.
They're broader in nature, they're systemic, they move in the plant. Some of these products, they change the physiology of the plant to help them be more productive. They help the plant respond to stresses better, so it keeps them from expressing stress symptoms with the onset of abiotic stresses. And then as those stresses like drought start to recede, the plant recovers faster. So all these things talking about keeping the crop healthy and keeping it disease-free, that's a multiple component that is important to growers now, and it's with the need for higher yields, all the inputs, expensive inputs for feed, for the fuel costs, the fertilizer, all this is expensive. So the fungicides help ensure that growers are getting the most out of those expensive inputs.
And some of these fungicides don't just kill diseases, but they also have a bit of a PGR effect, an enhanced yield, correct?
That's correct, and this is something that's been recognized a long time ago around the world. If we look at canola, there are fungicides that are used on canola specifically for their PGR effects, and they reduce the internodes so that it doesn't lodge as much. So there's other things besides just disease control. For growers in North America and South America, the whole class of strobilurine chemistry has had a huge impact on the use of fungicides in corn and soybeans because the plants are just healthier. In corn, for instance, in addition to controlling diseases, we have stronger stalks and less prone to lodging, less prone to green snap. We delay senescence of the photosynthetic surface areas. All these things come together to increase the yields, above and beyond just the protection of the plant surfaces from diseases.
It sounds like it's a product. I mean, use of these products has gone up dramatically recently. Is that fair in the last few years?
That it has. It continues to grow as people learn how to use the tools and how the awareness for these tools grows. The use in the United States, if we go back, number 2 yellow dent corn in the fungicides. I grew up on a farm in Iowa. We never used fungicides.
Right.
And now, since about 2005, the use has become more widespread. And as it continues to grow, starting about 2000, in the early 2000s, the market for fungicides in corn, it was small. Now, corn is the #1 fungicide market in the U.S. So the whole marketplace is shifting, the whole landscape is shifting. As that does, we look at the number of acres. We've got 95 million acres of corn. We've got 70+ million acres of soybeans.
Right.
As all these acres now come into play, the demand for these products continues to rise. Let's look at Brazil. They spray all their acres of soybeans multiple times with fungicides. The value is being seen, so globally the demand continues to increase, and then it's incumbent upon us as a provider of these fungicides to continually look for new chemistries for these different markets and to have manufacturing capacity to be able to meet these growing demands.
Right, right. And that hasn't been a problem to date, correct? I mean, product has been available for...
Product is available, growers can have what they want right now, but as it continues to grow, is a challenge for us to keep up with that pace, and that requires us to be proactive in approach. Some of these active ingredients, we decide, or somebody says, we need this. It takes us up to 2 years from the time someone says, I need this chemical, to have it manufactured and available to put on the shelf somewhere. So that lead time is a critical component of this whole planning process. So it is a challenge as it grows, but it's a nice challenge to have.
Yes, definitely. Well, it sounds like it's adding to yield, and that obviously is helping the growers' bottom line.
The demand is not going to go down, that's for sure.
Very good. Thanks for your time today, Randy.
My pleasure, Sarah.
This is Sarah Mikesell for the CropScience.com.